Open, come on, baby. This. Hey, hey, y'all. Good, all the happy people. Hey, Jay, nice to see you. Hello, Amy, Kimberly, Alicia. How's that? I got no hands in this. All right. Let's see. We should shed some light on the subject too. Oh, it's gonna get hot in here with these open though. No problem. No problem. Okay.
Hello.
Help.
Hey,
Hey, there she. Efforts, does it? Hey. Sam. Oh, there you are. All right. You already know. What a good boy. What a good, I thought you were over there on that sofa. Yeah.
hey, AJ.
Hi, Barb.
How are you?
Right here.
Yes, you're here. Prove. Hey, Stephanie, nice to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, hey. Hello, Audrey. And let's see, is it Ocean? Is that correct?
Hi, yeah, Ocean. Hi. Let me just.
Ayan.
Marissa, there she is. I was wondering. All right. So y'all know how it is. We got people that kind of clocks are different all around the world. Sometimes 2 minutes fast, 2 minutes slow. So we'll give it a couple minutes here. Got a few more I'm thinking will show up. And then we got the time zone thing that seems to be an ever-present challenge. Yeah, I always forget if it's 2 hours ahead, 1 hour behind. You got to use Google for that stuff.
It's just an illusion time.
That's right. That's right. A thread, an illusory thread. Alan Watts had an awful lot to say about time.
Yeah, I should check his podcast. Yesterday I was listening to Alan Watts. One of his talks.
Yeah. I heard Ram Dass tell the story of him and Alan Watts drinking together in a Benedictine monastery.
Yeah.
At about 3 a.m, they're still drinking, and Alan Watts says to him, he says, Dick, because Ram Dass used to be Richard Alpert. He says, Dick, you know what your problem is you're too attached to nothingness. Hell of a conversation to sit in on.
What podcast was this? I'm a podcast maniac.
I heard this on the Ram Dass Here and Now. It's part of the Be Here Now network. It's got just a bunch of Ram Dass talks.
They had a Netflix special going. I believe it's Netflix on Ram Dass. And it was about 2 weeks ago when I saw it. I'll try to look it up. It's short, but it's a really good one. It's interesting.
Groovy, yeah. Big fan of Dass. He was a great teacher. Still is in his own way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Michelle, Dorothy, Suzanne. All right. I knew we had a few more.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to shut off the fan because it makes noise. Well, that means it's going to get downright toasty in here. Well, we go in Texas here. I guess we go now from freezing to burn in just a few days.
I shared the link in the chat. Whoever wants to check out Ram Dass.
Hey,
Podcast.
thank you. Thanks, Barb. Appreciate you. All right, look, I'm gonna get everybody out. You will have the ability to unmute yourself. All right. Let's see. Okay, show of hands. If you can hear me, just hold your hand up, please. Awesome, badass, and groovy. Cool. So if you would please set your view to speaker view. I've got this on spotlight. So if you're at speaker view, you should only see me. That that allows those who want to know privacy, they can have privacy. And heck, once we get going, there ain't nothing to look at other than breath and sensation anyway, right? Those with cameras off, you're welcome to have your camera off, but I ask if it's cool with you to turn it on. Kind of helps me to best serve you in offering my cues, my guidance, if I can kind of see what's going on with you. But you don't have to. You're not required. All right. So, Jay, you're here again. All right, buddy. Good to see you, man. Okay, go ahead and find a cross-legged seated position on your mat. Welcome to the Friday practice. Today we're going to go through what would I do if I had some newcomers that were interested in power yoga but didn't really know anything about it. How would I introduce them? So that's kind of what I'm going to run y'all through, a power yoga introduction. So in a nice seated position, legs crossed, however you like. I can think of about 5 different ways to sit cross-legged, but you pick the one that works for you. You want your spine erect, of course, grounded in your seat. Just begin to breathe, just naturally, while I babble some things at you. So in power yoga, we use postures to touch different parts of the body and to hit on various aspects of physical fitness. There's strength or stamina, suppleness or flexibility, and balance or stability. But those are just physical fitness. You can find that in any gym. What makes it yogic? We also bring meditative practices, concentration, focus. So the objective is, even when things are a little fiery, a little challenging, the sensation is mucho big, to maintain your point of concentration is your breath and your sensation, the physical sensation of your body. And through this, we get strong body and mind. Let's bring intention to the breath. With your lips together, teeth not touching, start to let air spill in and out through your nostrils, if that's appropriate. If that doesn't work for you, you can breathe through your mouth. And begin to breathe with full capacity. Inhale all the way down, base of your lungs, those little corners that are never touched, virgin territory, all the way through the side of your ribs, back of your heart, to the apices there at the collarbones. It's a 3-part breath. And then exhale completely. Just let it all go. All out. Full, luxurious inhales. Complete, emptying exhales. And then the third thing with the breath is to just even it out. You may have heard the term samavriti, even turning, or inhaling and exhaling for same duration. Your duration is up to you. 2 count, 4 count. Some of y'all might be like on a long 6 count. Just something that you can stay with for the next, 40 to 60 minutes. We'll see how long this thing goes. And when your mind slips and the breath gets shallow and choppy, just come on back. I'll provide reminders, but anytime you notice, you can take yourself back to it as well. And as always, any of the suggestions, the possibilities I offer in the form of cues, it's up to you what you do with them. If something hurts, that's your body's information telling you to back off, please stop. So modify or skip a pose, it's okay. Ain't no rules saying you have to do everything. Ultimately, you are the arbiter of your practice. It's up to you what you do with my suggestions. Let's begin some strength. Bring your hands to the mat right out in front of you. Unbind your legs and you'll be on all fours, hands and knees. This is called a tabletop position. Your shoulders are right over your wrists, maybe just a little bit beyond them. Width of your wrist is shoulder width. Let your forearm and your bicep bones be stacked. Good. And we find the correct or suggested stance for down dog by using a plank. So step your right foot back to plank. That means your toes are against the mat, your heel is lifted, your leg is long. And then step your left foot back next to it, just far enough away from it that you could squeeze a yoga block between your knees. Anytime you find yourself in this plank phalakasana, you can use your knees and maintain a similar plank shape. It's an option. It's up to you. Now, whether your knees are up or your knees are down, either way is cool. Tuck your tailbone just a little bit to lengthen your lumbar spine. Use your mind's eye to see your hips at the same level as your shoulders. And then extend through the top of your skull. You're going to put it on the wall in front of you. Long spine. Perhaps bring your shoulders just a little more forward, maybe. Take a deep breath of air. Exhale, just raise your pelvis. Tailbone goes up, head and chest go down. It's like an inverted V. It's called downward facing dog. Now, first dog of the day might be a little tight. So let's play with this just a little bit. Put a slight bend in your right knee. Press your left heel back to where it feels appropriate. Leg as straight as feels nice. Twist your torso to the left. So you're kind of looking up under your left armpit. Good. And now press into your left hand. Press into your left heel. Feel left side of your body stretching. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, a little bend in your left knee and begin to twist your torso to the right. Pressure into right palm, right heel. As you twist, give you nice opening, lengthening along the right side of your body. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, maybe press your chest a little closer to your thighs as your head hangs low. Now on an inhale, just shoulders come forward back to plank pose. Exhale here, lengthen through the top of your skull. Take a big, deep breath. Knees up, knees down. It's good either way. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower all the way. Let your biceps brush against your ribs on the way down. Keep your hands where they're at. Should be about the base of your rib cage. Release the top of your feet to the mat. We'll do what's called low cobra. Listen up, it's a little different. Level your face with the mat so the back of your skull faces the ceiling. Press into the tops of your feet as you inhale. Lift your skull, your shoulders, and your palms off the mat. You ain't going real high. Exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes, push the plank to down dog pose. Let that exhale carry you all the way through. Ooh. Good. Now we'll just stretch into this down dog here symmetrically. Let both of your heels drop back wherever they happen to go. Let your tailbone swoop up a little bit. Whenever we're forward folded or inverted, we kind of want to pull the belly button towards the spine. There's an energy lock there, but it also protects your lumbar. It's good to tuck the chin when we're upside down or forward folded. You can do that if you like. There's another energy lock, or also decompresses your cervical vertebrae. Press into your palms. Take a breath as you look forward. Now exhale and just walk your right foot to your right thumb, your left foot to your left thumb. Take a breath here. Come up to your fingertips and lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold now. Let your chest just drop towards your thighs, and we'll use this to loosen up our spine and prep it a little bit. Grab opposite elbows. Right hand grab left elbow, left hand grab right elbow. Let your biceps just kind of frame your ears. Use the weight of your arms. Feel your arm bones sliding out of your armpits. Maybe nod your head yes a few times. Gentle, easy. Just let space slide in between your neck bones. Perhaps a little side-to-side swaying, kind of like like a tree in a breeze, not a storm, a breeze, a gentle sway. Feel something. Where is that at? Is it low back? Is it neck, shoulders, maybe some of each? Come on back to the center here. Unfurl your arms. Let your palms rest on the mat. Maybe a slight knee bend here. Inhale, lift to your fingertips. Lengthen the top of your skull forward. It's called half lift. Exhale, fold again, palms down. Now maybe a little knee bend still. As you inhale, stand up. You can roll up one vertebrae at a time. For those with achy backs, flat back, rise. Shoulders over hips, arms up high, reach for the sky. Exhale, bring your palms together with your thumbs right there at your heart. A couple breaths here. It might be nice to let your toes touch and your ankles be about 5 centimeters apart, 2 inches. Perhaps you prefer to have your feet hips width. Just kind of depends on shape of hip, feeling in spine, and what works best for you. There's no one size fits all here. I offer generic suggestions, you dial it in. Let's warm this body with some salutations to the sun. Inhale, reach up high. Breathe out, hinge at your hips and fold forward. Bring your palms to the mat. Bend your knees if you need to. That's cool. Inhale, lift to your fingertips. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step to plank. Continue to exhale as you lower with control. Biceps brushing ribs. Release the top of your feet. All 10 toenails touch the mat. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift the skull, shoulders, palms. Exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes, push the plank to down dog pose. Ooh, yes. Let both knees press away. Pretend you've got your palms on the lids of pickle jars. Let your right hand tighten that lid. Left hand loosen that lid. Feel that along your rib cage, a little shoulder and armpit. Tuck your chin, neck is long. Let the tailbone swoop up if you like. Maybe that's not happening. Maybe you need to bend the knees a little bit to allow the back to lengthen. And for something a little sweeter, press your armpits towards your ankles. Whew. And now for the next 2-3 breaths, let every breath drop your heels a little lower. Maybe they touch the mat, but maybe they don't. It doesn't matter, just what it feels like, right? Ooh. Take a glance forward. Look beyond your fingers. And as you breathe in, walk your right foot forward, left foot forward. As you breathe out, fold forward. Chin tucked, belly button to spine. Hey, engage your toilet muscles while you're here. Why not? Lift to your fingertips as you inhale. This is a half lift. It lengthens the spine and there's a little stroke on your hammies. Exhale, fold. Ooh. Root into your feet. Inhale, stand and reach up high. Lengthen. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Ooh. Now we're just going to smooth this out, pick up the tempo a little bit and move with breath, one move. If you're with me, inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms plant, step to plank and lower slow. Inhale, low cobra, shoulders, head, palms lift. Exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes, push the plank to down dog we go. Bravo. Glance forward. Inhale, bring your feet to your hands. You can step or quietly hop. Breathe out and fold into this sweetness. Take a half lift, inhaling, lengthen whatever you can think of. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root, stand, rise, reach high. Exhale, hands to chest, palms together. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Exhale, forward folding. Chest goes to thighs. And inhale lifts you halfway, lengthening. Exhale to plank and lower with strength. Inhale, low cobra, gentle and free. Exhale, press the plank to down dog, gently. Good. Take a few breaths here. You know the alignment for dog now. You know the refinements. So find the touch, the stroke down the back of your legs from sit bone to heel bone. Line of energy from tailbone to brainstem all the way through your fingertips. When you find those lines, when you feel them, just gently relax muscles a little bit and let your skeleton hold you here. Oh, that's kind of cool, right? Let's bring some heat to our legs, folks. Strong into your hands. Inhale, lift your right leg straight up behind you. 3-leg dog, as high as feels right. Exhale, step your right foot through and plant it next to your right thumb. Walk your hands and bring your torso towards the left long side of your mat. All 10 toes towards left side of the mat. Head hangs low. Good. Now from here, bend your knees and drop. You might want to open toes a little bit if knees kind of ache with this. Drop your seat bones, even with your knee bones, as close to possible. Feel something down low there, stretching. Crisscross your forearms to get them out of the way. And just tuck your chin and drop your head. Let the back round and just stretch and hang for a moment. Inhale, straighten your legs, stand up, reach up high. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, round your spine, cross your arms, tuck your chin. This is a little different. You got 3 more tries. Inhale, stand, reach, rise. Exhale, squat on down, bend, cross the arms, drop your hand. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Uno mas asana. Inhale, come on up, get a length in the arms. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, drop your seat, drop your head, cross your arms. Now that we're a little bit warmer, let's bring some heat. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, shoulders up over hips, toes pointing forward. It's called a horse stance. Open your arms out wide, palms up. Just squat down until you start to feel little fires lighting up in thighs, maybe glutes. Cross your right arm over your left arm in front of you, palms up. Wrap your forearms like grapevines. Palms might come together, might not. Lift your elbows up, even with shoulders as close to. Press your hands away. Hello, there's some shoulder blade muscles. Breathe here for a few moments as you stare at your arms. Perhaps you squat a little deeper. Maybe you don't. It's up to you. Inhale. Open your arms. Keep your knees bent if you like. Exhale. Now bring left arm over right arm. Wrap your forearms. Palms might come together. Lift your elbows as even the shoulders as you can. That's nice. You got it. Now press your hands away. Do you feel that underneath your shoulder blades, all that meat just lengthening and stretching? Hey, you know, it's okay to sit down a little deeper. If we were here for an hour, you'd probably be pretty pissed, but it's just for a few more breaths. Ooh, unwrap your arms. Inhale, reach up, lengthen, straighten your legs. Exhale, step to the front of the mat, palms together at your heart. How about 2 breaths here? We use standing poses to strengthen the lower body. We use breath and concentration to quiet the mind. If you're with me, take a breath, swoop your arms out and up, reach high, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, take a forward fold, put your nipples on your knees. Inhale, lift the fingertips, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, hop or step to plank, lower all the way down. Take a breath in for that low cobra. Exhale, palms to the mat, toes tucked, push to down dog. Beautiful, y'all look great. Breathe in and lift your right leg up high as you like. Exhale, step up to your right thumb with your right foot. Stay down here for a moment then. Pivot your left foot flat. Ground your left heel. The whole sole of your left foot is against the floor. Maybe it's on maybe like a 27.5-degree angle, meaning you find the angle that works for you. Inhale, rotate your chest to the left as you come up, shoulders over hips, hands on hips. Right knee is bent, left leg is long. Use your hands on your hips to just kind of shimmy and wiggle your pelvis so you feel both sit bones level, even. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right knee, your left palm just to the front of your left pelvis. Push your right knee back until you see the entire inside of your right foot. Left hand peels left hip away from right knee. Tuck your tailbone just a little bit for some length in low spine. Maintain all this business downstairs and open your arms wide with an inhale. It's called Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. With your arms wide, energetic, strong, reach fingertips away from each other, but also slide your arm bones into your armpits. I know it's paradoxical. Rotate your gaze down your right hand, called drishti or focal point. Breathe, stand like statue here. Take a breath of air, full inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, either side of your right foot. Come up on left toes, step back to plank pose, bend your elbows, lower slow. A lot of stuff to do with one exhale, right? Release your toes flat to the mat and inhale for low cobra. Exhale, press into your palms to plank to down dog. Bring attention to your left leg as you inhale it up to the sky, reaching long. Exhale, use your strong core to draw a knee up the center of your body and just set your left foot by your left thumb or close to. Ground your right heel. Think of your right foot like suction cup. The sole of your foot is just planted into the mat. And then as you inhale, rotate up, heart, chest pointed to right side of the room, hands on your hips. You know what to do here. Use your hands to kind of shimmy your pelvis into place. Feel both sit bones even with each other. It's like inevitable. One wants to kind of cock off one way or the other. So just use some sensation to feel a settled pelvis. Left hand inside of left knee, right palm on front of right hip. Bring your left knee tracking over ankle. Look down, see the inside of your foot. Right palm peels your right hip away from left knee. Good. Tuck tailbone just a little bit. Find some long lumbar area. Now open your arms wide. Fingertips reaching, would suck your humerus bones, your bicep bones into armpits. Turn your gaze long along your left hand middle finger. Now we just breathe here, warrior two. If you want a little prana mudra here, bend your pinky and ring finger and then just use the tip of your thumb to hold them against your palm. This helps with prana, with energy. Take another breath. Exhale, rotate forward, bring hands to either side of your left foot. Come up on right toes as you step left foot back and lower from plank all the way down. Ooh. An inhale gives you a low cobra, just a gentle touch to the back. An exhale presses you to down dog pose. Let's add a little something here. Right leg, inhale it up. Breathe in as it rises. The top of your inhale has your heel tickling the ceiling. Breathe out, step your right foot. Let your exhale land your right foot by your right thumb. Ground your left heel. Inhale up to warrior two. Use your muscles to kind of wiggle hips, get refinements. Good. Now, transitional breath, meaning we're going to move over an inhale and an exhale. Rotate your right palm up, set your left hand on the outer left thigh. Here we go. Inhale, sweep your right fingertips straight up to 12 o'clock. Exhale, sweep your right arm over to where the back wall meets the ceiling. Turn your gaze down your left leg. Maybe walk your left fingers down your leg a little bit. As you breathe, let inhales pull your right fingertips away from your right knee. Exhale, press into the bottoms of your feet. Inhale, back to warrior two, arms wide. Exhale, put your right forearm across your distal right thigh, just this end of your kneecap. Left arm on an inhale, sweep it down towards the mat, fingertips brush the mat. Continue to inhale as you bring left bicep to left ear, twist your chest open. You see that left wall there where it meets the ceiling? Point your heart at it. Ugh. Left arm is long. We can bend it, but let's reach it. Cool. Little more bend in right knee for just a little more sweetness. Yeah. Now, you can hang out here. This is groovy, but if you're feeling precocious, reach your right hand straight forward like you're holding a pizza box out in front of your heart. Reach your right fingers towards the wall to help you open that twist a little bit. Woo. Breathe. Breath is deep. Breath is steady. Breath is long. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your foot back. Plank pose, lower slowly. Oh. Breathe in, lift your chest, your head, your palms. It's called low cobra. Breathe out and press plank to down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Now breathe out and step your left toes to your left thumb. Ground your right heel. Breathing in, rotate up to warrior two. Feel your sit bones kind of stable, steady. Top of your pelvis is like the top of a teacup and it ain't spilling. Now, rotate left palm up, right palm on outer right thigh. Inhale, left fingertips at 12 o'clock, long. Exhale, swoop left arm over towards back wall. Walk the right hand down leg a little bit. Maybe turn your eyes down the right leg. That's kind of cool. This twist, This side bend helps us to open up the upcoming twist that you're about to sit into. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale your left forearm across your left thigh. Let an inhale, sweep your right fingertips down across the mat, forward and up as you open your right chest to the sky. And drop into your left knee. And if you feel pain on the front of your knee, ignore that last suggestion. Here's something. Press into the sole of your right foot. Do you feel something from groin to inner knee, a little strip of meat there? Now, if you wish, reach your left hand straight forward. Hold that pizza box out in front of you. Use your left fingertips. Tickle that wall. Reach to that wall, the one you see right in front of you. Reach to it. Let it open your twist. Left arm reaching, body twisting. Breath is steady, face is soft. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale your hands down either side of left foot. Step the plank. Lower with control. Release your toes and inhale, lift the torso, the palms. Exhale, hands to the mat, tuck your toes and press the plank to downward dog we go. Oh, good. That last little sequence might have been a bit challenging. So again, once you have the alignment of dog, release your muscles and let the skeleton hold you. You can get a little recovery here. I'm not going to go as far as calling it a resting pose because I don't think so. But we can recover by releasing muscles a little bit. Recheck into breath. Is it deep? Is it steady? Is it long? In power yoga, we play with balance. Balance is a valid part of physical fitness. Mind balance is a huge part of wellness, mind state. So glance forward, inhale to walk or hop your feet to your hand. Breathe out into the fold. As you fold, pull your belly button to the spine. Engage toilet muscles and tuck your chin. Let energy bounce from root to skull, back and forth, strong. Hands down low, inhale up to fingertips, spine long, half lift. Exhale, fold again for that Uttanasana. Ground into your feet, maybe little bend of knees as you inhale and stand, reach up high. Exhale, let's bring hands to our hips. Great way to practice balance is, well, standing up on one leg. So bring weight. Just concentrate the weight of your body into the sole of your right foot. Before we go anywhere, see your right hip in line between your right ankle and your right nipple. Inhale, lift your left knee out in front of you. Tree pose. As you exhale, open your left knee. You can put the sole of your left foot, toes on the mat, heel on the ankle. You can put sole against inner right calf, or you can reach your left hand to your left ankle and pull that sucker all the way up into your inner right thigh. It's up to you. Your body and I would appreciate you not putting it on your inner knee, but you know, it's your knee. I don't recommend it though. Bring your palms together at your heart. Use some muscles around in the backyard there to pull your left knee back, your right hip back. Like you're going to spread your pelvis open. If you have sole of foot on the leg, press thigh into foot, foot into thigh. Extend the top of your skull up, tuck the chin a little bit, engage toilet muscle, belly muscle. little throat muscle. Let's put something sweet on this. Inhale, reach your hands up. Cross your right wrist in front of your left wrist. Rotate your palms together with right wrist in front of left wrist. Little bend in your elbows. Now use your armpit muscles to pull your elbows apart. Bring biceps behind ears. Roll shoulder blades in the back pockets. Wow, this is kind of dynamic, kind of still. Release your hands. Inhale, reach, reach, reach high. Exhale, bring your palms together in front of you at your chest. Inhale, lift your left knee right out in front of your left pectoral. Exhale, set your left foot down with control. Don't even miss a beat. Bring weight into your left side, left foot. Line hip between nipple and ankle, and inhale your right knee up in front of you. Exhale, open your right knee and place your right foot where appropriate. You know, we can go heel to ankle, sole to calf. We can bring it all the way up into the inner thigh. Once you find your spot, realign the hip. It might have scooched over to the left, so just bring it back in line. Use the backyard there to, your right knee open, your left hip open. And then a little isometrics here. Press leg into foot, foot into leg. Ground into your left foot. Find something that ain't wiggling to just stare at. Inhale, arms up, crossing left wrist in front of right wrist. Rotate your palms together. And just a little bend in your elbows. Use the armpits again to pull elbows away from each other. Palms kind of start pressing, right? Roll your shoulder blades into your back pockets, bringing biceps behind your ears. So we got isometrics, upstairs, downstairs. We got breath moving steady. Mind is quiet. Inhale, reach, unwrap hands. Exhale, palms together at your chest. Inhale, right knee lifts in front of you, way up, as high as you feel right. Exhale, set your right foot down next to your left foot. Inhale, reach up, lengthen, high, high, high. Now exhale, take Uttanasana. Engage your belly button to spine as you fold. And inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Now we vinyasa. Exhale to plank and lower slow. Inhale for low cobra. Exhale for down dog. Seems we've done that a time of 2 already. Airplane balance, a different aspect of balance, but still standing balance. Inhale, take your right leg up behind you. And then exhale, step right foot to right thumb or towards it, best you can. Keep your left heel lifted, left toes down. Inhale, torso, shoulders, and arms straight on up from hips. Called crescent pose. This is a transition, so immediately we exhale. Torso comes forward about 5 degrees. Sweep your arms back and stand up on your right leg. Left toes are back behind about 2 inches off the mat. That's 5 centimeters if you're not here in the US. Now, right here, this is where we hang out here. This is appropriate. Heart and shoulders way higher than hips. But if you're feeling groovy about it, you can begin to fold torso forward while lifting your left leg simultaneously. And your arms are going to just be like a jet airplane flight. We're going to fly over San Antonio, Texas, or wherever you are. I know some of y'all up in Canada. If you are at the point where your body is horizontal, begin to lift your left leg higher than your left hip. Bring your hands up higher than everything. They're back behind you. Nose is pointed at the mat. Neck is long. Belly button to spine. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, set your left foot next to right foot. Breathe in, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward, chest to thighs. Inhale, lift and lengthen, fingertips down, skull forward. Exhale in vinyasa. That means plank, cobra, down dog. Ooh, beautiful. Y'all move so smooth. Left leg, let's inhale, take it on up. Let your exhale end when your left foot is at your left hand. Step it through. Keep your right heel lifted, right toes planted. Breathe in, rise the crescent. Move with intention. We don't need momentum. Immediately exhale, torso comes forward, arms sweep back, stand up into left leg. So again, right toes are just a couple inches off the mat, a few centimeters. Visualize a board strapped to your back from right heel to base of your skull. And you can hang out here. This is cool. We'll begin to bring torso forward as right leg lifts. See if you can keep your right hip in line with your left hip. You'll know it's there. You'll feel it. It's very, very noticeable. The tendency is to raise our right hip because, well, it's easy. But if it doesn't hurt, if it's just a little challenge, try to level it with your left hip. If you've gone to horizontal, keep your torso where it's at and bring right leg up a little higher than right hip. And then straight arms, hands come up a little higher than everything. You feel your chest spreading there? It's nice, right? I mean, it's simple. This is not Cirque du Soleil, but it is so sweet. Next inhale, come on up to standing smooth with intention. Exhale, set your right foot down. Sometimes we find balance up on our hands because the world comes at us, life hits us, and we might be like hands down. So step back from the front of your mat. Leave about 2 to 3 feet. That's going to be 60 to 90 centimeters between the toes and the front of the mat. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward. Take a breath as you lift up onto your toes. Lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and come sit on those lifted heels. Walk hands forward towards front of your mat. As you open your knees, we're going to make some room for our torso to slip down between our thighs. And walk your hands forward a little more. Drop your head, tuck your chin, maybe tuck your tailbone down as we get just a real nice low back stretch in this squat here. Where we're going is going to require some attention to core. So bring your eyes forward to your hands. Take your right hand back. Bend your right elbow towards the side of the room so you can situate your right shin towards your right armpit. Middle right finger pointing forward, all fingers of your hand wide. Bring your left hand back with your left elbow towards left wall. We're just going to bring left shin towards left armpit. Left driving finger is forward, fingers are wide. Just come up on toes a little, lift your hips, start bringing elbows back into parallel, and just shift your weight a little bit over wrists, maybe a little bit beyond. You can hang out right here. This is fine. This can be the place to be. If you wish for a little more, come up on the tippy tips of your big toes. This is a good place to stay. If you wish to catch a little air, Bend your knees and let your legs lift like the landing gear on an airplane. Heels come towards butt. So hard to breathe here, but that's okay. You can. Exhale, lower your toes to the mat and hop your feet back to plank. Woo! Awesome. Take a breath here in this plank. Lengthen out through your skull. Now exhale, bend your elbows and lower with control. Oh. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale to down dog pose. So this is about where I would take a beginner introductory class into a cool down. But y'all are so cool, so awesome. I want to give you something a little extra today. It's my gift to you, my love. In down dog pose. One more way of balancing. Walk your feet to your hands. Now open your feet a little wider than shoulders. Draw an imaginary line from tip of left big toe to tip of right big toe, and just bring your right hand, middle finger behind that line, right there. Bend your knees substantially and start to swiggle your right shoulder towards your inner right knee. Now, left hand is like a kickstand. Kind of take it off to the forward left. It's very personal where you put that left hand. You'll know as we proceed where you need to adjust your left hand to. Now, come up on your left toes. Put your weight into your right foot, a little bit into your left hand. Remember, it's a kickstand. And when you're ready, bend your left knee and bring your left heel towards your right glute. Open your knee, kind of like a male dog at a water hydrant. Now, you can stay here. If you wish for a little more, use your right hand, reach up between legs, grab a hold of your left ankle. You can stay here. If you want more, straighten your standing leg, your right leg, as you open your left knee, open your left hip. And just for a very few of y'all who are feeling super steady, drop the top of your head towards the skull. Look at the upside down planet behind you. And this is a great place to smile. Ooh, to bail out, just bring your right hand to the mat. Gently bring your left foot down. Press into your palms. Kind of wiggle both legs a little bit like you're walking the dog, right? Other side. Remember that imaginary line? Bring your left fingers behind it. Bend your knees, left shoulder in towards left knee. Kind of almost like we're going to sneak that sucker behind our left knee, almost. Remember, now right hand is your kickstand. It's kind of forward to the right. I like to use my fingertips, kind of like Spider-Man. Bring my weight into my left foot. Come up on right toes. And then if you wish, bend your right knee and bring your right heel towards your left glute. Opening your right knee up, opening your right hip up. Stay here. Or reach your left hand back between legs and take a hold of your right ankle. Open your knee, open your hip. If you wish, stand straight into your left leg. Open the right knee, right hip a little more, kind of like we're twisting our chest towards the right wall. And if you like, if you feel steady, drop the top of your skull. Let your neck be long. Tuck your chin a little bit. And smile, for goodness sakes. This is fun. To bail, just Left hand comes to the mat. Ooh, close your right foot to the mat. Wiggle something that feels good to wiggle. Place your palms into the mat. Step back to down dog pose. Ooh. How y'all doing? You look great. Let's stretch some stuff down. Let's do a little bit of lengthening of hip. Bring right knee towards right wrist, right ankle towards left wrist. Set the outside of your shin down, lower your left knee. Notice I said towards. I'm not saying all the way to. It's personal. Now this is pigeon. I've walked you there through some generic cues. How do you refine it? Use your left toes to walk your left knee back. Use your left hand to adjust your right foot. Right heel towards left hip, a little less intensity. Right heel away from left hip, a little more sweetness. It's up to you. Once you find your spot, release the top of your left foot to the mat. And let's keep a back bend in this while we're opening our right hip. Palms are on the ground in front of your right shin. Press, root into your palms like you're going to pull them back towards your shin. Inhale, pull your belly button away from your pubic bone. Lift your breastbone and just lift your chin a little bit to lengthen throat muscles. Exhale here. Tuck the toes of your left foot under. On an inhale, shoulders up over wrists. Step your right foot back. Hips go up, head goes down. Down dog pose. Ooh, that's a weird transition, right? Remember, folks, we're out of the introductory part. Now we're just playing with some goofs, some fun stuff. Use left leg. Let's bring left knee towards left wrist. Left ankle towards right wrist. Ooh. Lower your right knee on down. Again, my job is done. I've cued you into the shape. Now it's student's job to take it from generic to personalized. Use your right foot to lengthen into right side psoas. You can use your right hand to adjust into left piriformis, left knee. You want to stay up on top of your right thigh is ideal. And it's okay for your left buttock and left hamstring to touch if you're up on your right thigh. It's okay. But let's not roll over to the side. There's really not a whole lot for us there. That's a whole different pose. We'll plant our palms in front of our left shin and it's ground into palms like we're going to pull them, like we're pulling the mat towards our left shin. Roll your shoulders back. Belly button comes away from pubic bone. Breastbone lifts. Chin slightly lifts. Roll your shoulders back. Feel that curve right there. Like if you got a bra strap, it's kind of where that lands. That line between the low shoulder, that thoracic spine. Really tough area to bend this way. Just situate the curve there for a moment. Indulge in it. The spine never bends like that. So get every bit of it you can. Now let's tuck our right toes under. Straighten right leg to just lift the right heel a little bit. Inhale, left foot back, hips up, head down, down dog pose. Ooh. All right, any Ashtangis in the room? If you're an Ashtangi and you know jump through, now it's time to jump through. Or bring your right leg forward like pigeon before. Swing your left leg right around the front and boom, we're in a seated cross-legged pose. Ooh. Place your hands on the mat beside your hips. Roll your shoulders back and lean back a little bit. Release your legs, knees bent, feet down. You all know I don't want to miss your core here, so let's get a touch there. Use your hands along the hamstrings right behind your knees. And then sit back a little ways to where arms are maybe almost straight or towards it. Find that balance spot on your sit bones. Lift your breastbone, not sink breastbone, lift breastbone. And then just bring your shins up parallel to the planet. Point your toes away from you. So this modified Navasana, modified boat. Hang out here. If you wish for a little more, reach your hands at the same height as your shins, same height as your shoulders. You can stay here. If you wish for a little more, straighten your legs. Now the toes are pointing where wall meets ceiling. Hands, knees, shoulders, all about the same height. Did your back round? I know mine did, so let's lift our breastbone. Is anything shaking? I'm shaking like crazy over here. Take a breath. We're going to lower slow halfway down. Shoulders and heels and hands about 5 centimeters off the mat. Take a breath. Exhale all the way down. Hug your knees, please. Woo. Good. So you're just on your back, hugging knees in. It might be nice to do a little wiggle here. Feel some kidney rub there, a little massage on high glutes, low back. That should feel pretty darn nice. Now, I'm going to give you some options here. Hug your right knee towards your right chest. Take your left leg out straight and set it on the mat. Open your right arm off to the side like a wing and use your left hand to draw your right knee over towards the left wall. This is sort of variation 2. If you got sweet pepper, jalapeno pepper, and habanero, this would be jalapeno, medium. To make it a little sweeter, a little less intense, bend your left knee and slide it up underneath your right knee. If you wish for more intense, keep your left leg straight. Bring your left hand, bind to the big toe of your right foot, straighten your right leg. But wait, there's more. Bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand and take a hold of right foot. Pull your right heel towards, your left foot, your left heel towards your left glute. So we're holding our left foot with our right hand, our right foot with our left hand. Imagine Eddie Van Halen. You're going to look like Eddie Van Halen jumping. I may have dated myself. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Great. Whichever option you took, come on back to center, hug both knees. Keep the left knee held to your chest as you extend your right leg forward. Open your left arm like a wing and use your right hand to draw left knee up and over towards right wall. If you notice your left shoulder lift off the ground, that's where you stop. Plant your shoulder back in, and that is the range of your twist for now. Or not, you can let it lift, but I recommend keeping it down. Now, you know how to make this a little less intense. Just bend your right knee and slide it up underneath your left knee. If you want a little more, keep your right leg straight. Right hand binds the big toe of left foot. Extend your left leg. Bend your right knee, reach down with your left hand. And take a hold of something like a toe or a foot or an ankle. And pull your right heel towards your glutes. Use a little arm strength to really explore your right ham or your right quadricep. Your left side, you should be getting some calf, some Achilles, some hamstring, some glute. Your right side be psoas, quadricep, soleus, peroneal. Now, come back to center. You have two options here. It's your choice. You can kick arms and legs out to what's called corpse pose or shavasana, or you can come up seated, cross-legged, just as we started. Listen to the voice that's between your breastbone and your spine about nipple height. Listen to that voice, not the one between your ears. And go where it guides you. Whichever option you chose, ground into it, settle it, melt into it. The part of your body that's against the mat, feel downward energy. It's called apana vayu. The stuff that's up, depending on position you're in, that can be head, that can be chest, can be tops of shoulders. Feel it light, feel it rising. That's upward energy, udana vayu. If you're on your back, just keep your palms up. If you're seated, bring your left hand to your lap, palm up. Place your right hand on left hand, palm up. Tips of thumbs touching like some nice little oval. Slight chin tuck. And it's okay to let breath go back to natural breathing. Meaning it just moves on its own. It does what it does. It could be short, it could be deep. You really just letting go, surrendering it to do what it does. You just use your mind's eye to scan as everything settles and synthesizes. In these poses, we touch various parts. Touch creates stimulation, which brings circulation, which is the precursor to regeneration. I don't know how we care for something without touching it gently. And with the breath and the concentration, we bring in that sweet meditative state to allow for thorough wellness. I encourage you to stay just like you are, wherever you're at, still. Become so quiet that you hear some things that you might never heard before. And I leave you here with your breath. I offer you, as always, I give you my gratitude and I give you my love. Om Shanti.